So this happened yesterday. It was the tail end of the raid at MacArthur Park, which will go down in history as one of the bloodiest and deadliest battles of a playground ever. That's sarcasm. Nothing happened there. This LAPD cruiser did try to run over some civilians.
Of National Guard, heavy a police officer almost hitting people in the street there. Again, that is odd.
Boy, that police officer worked right at one of those people on the street. I mean, I've really never seen anything like that where they intentionally tried to almost hit someone on the street. That was quite unusual.
The entire operation was leaked to Ken Klippenstein. He's a reputable journalist. If you got questions, just Google his name. So they had an entire CONOP and everything where the 1st of the 18th Cavalry, a California National Guard unit, went out in support of ICE and these other federal agencies for a show of force. That is what their CONOP said, that this was a show of presence to show the capacity and freedom of maneuvering of federal law enforcement within Los Angeles. Wow. Oh my God, guys, you showed us that you could drive down the streets of Los Angeles. You showed us that you have the strength to take over a city park. Like, are you kidding me? Look at these nerds. Look at this nerd wearing his rucksack through a city park. And their entire operation was a failure as well. ICE and CBP didn't coordinate with the military, so all the National Guard guys showed up too late. They were only on scene for 24 minutes. Most of them didn't even get out of their vehicles. It says the soldiers just sat in the back of the 5-ton sweating. The report is very damning for the regime's operation on the ground. It shows that the National Guard troops and the military there, they are not invested in this mission. They see it as absurd and ridiculous. They don't want to be there. They don't believe in the mission. Oh, get this. Their leadership is talking about establishing a forward operating base in MacArthur Park. They wrote up a threat assessment for this mission, and the threat assessment for their little raid through the park was high. And then in the next breath, it says known weapons, small arms, knives, fireworks, rocks, improvised hand weapons. What is an improvised hand weapon? Is that like a hand holding a stick? So they did this song and dance. They rode horses through the park wearing their hockey body armor. Just absurd and stupid, and we should laugh at them. That's what we should be doing from now on. We should be laughing at how ridiculous they are. They didn't take a single person. The most eventful part of the day was when LAPD decided to swerve towards pedestrians in what is clear malice and intimidation. You know, regular cops, if you don't want to be hated by the population, maybe stand up for your citizens. Maybe stop protecting the Gestapo. Maybe stop being such giant pieces of shit.